Last time on Of Dice and Dens.
Can you tell us if something like this fog has ever happened in the past?
Well, I do know that sometimes dark forces can call forth dark clouds.
Go ahead, Vesna.
We heard Draven might be Le Vampire.
That does seem to tie together pretty well.
Storm the meeting house, torch the crypt, get paid.
Put holy water all over the grave dirt.
A form of holy water would work very well on a vampire. A guard stands in the entryway and orders you to halt.
Alright, fine. Well, tell her we stopped by.
And then who are you?
I am not.
I guess I'll tell her a horse lady was here. The door closes in front of you.
You guys can stay here. I go into the chapel.
Hey, I'm in the chapel too. I followed you.
Can we take some of your holy water?
What would you need it for?
Lord Darvin could be a vampire. So we each get one vial.
Correct.
And he's got
He's got an additional, 6 that he's going to turn into a cocktail.
Well, I apologize. I guess I don't know
Hey,
what
I'm going to make y'all good fuzzy navel, and she makes everyone a free fuzzy navel.
Who's Pia?
She's my older sister. She's the second one who disappeared.
What? We're gonna help your town, and we're gonna find Pia.
It sounds like the majority wants to go to the fort and not burn down the town.
I put Grin's hand in warm water while she rolled a 3.
Oh,
Oh no!
Well,
You're done, Pete.
Blue just made you piece yourself. After getting confirmation that Lord Darvin fits the bill as a vampire, the group collected holy water and made a plan to explore the ruined keep for clues. But can they even get out of town? Find out now on Of Dice and Dens, Fog over Blackpool. Welcome to Of Dice and Dens, a D&D podcast.
Wait, you just say it like John Houseman or something. Masterpiece Theater type.
Welcome to Of Dice and Dens, a D&D podcast.
Christmas gift for Dan, 1 smoking jacket, and
Hell
1
yeah.
meerschaum pipe.
Jay knows I would wear that all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad you would. Was that Weston Yarborough who just
Oh,
narrated
yeah.
A little
Dan?
bit. It was a little bit of a Weston in there.
Okay.
With me today is the DM, Dan Miller, and Kimberly, the
Centaur Fighter.
named,
Navia.
and Ariana Jarvis, you are.
I'm Eloshana, the... I was gonna say Nalfishnay.
Oh god.
Kalashtar.
That'd be a hell of a party member.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the screen, in Seattle, is Jeff, and he is playing...
Fiznik, the apparently suicidal pyromaniac warlock.
Yep.
Complex.
And then on the other side of the screen, we have Jay Klum, who is playing...
Not quite
Sam
sure yet.
Elliott.
A cowboy. Sam Elliott, the cowboy.
And sitting next to him is Jen, playing...
Grinelda, Good Pots, also known as Grin. Apparently pranked by her team members who she saved the lives of.
Well, she's absolutely regretting doing that today.
Oh
And
yeah,
now-
I forgot we pranked her.
We move on with the story. Oh, I do want to point out, I mentioned this in the bonus episode recorded last weekend because Jay and Jen had to punk out. I got my new toys I spent $45 on. And that's 3 critical decks. So whenever you roll a 20 or a 1, or I roll a 20 or a 1, I've got a deck that's a critical hit deck for players, so that's for when you roll critical hits. There it's a little bit tougher, a little bit more like Murder Everybody-y, because monsters are temporary. And then the GM one is a little more, like, takes into consideration long-term stuff, because players last theoretically longer.
Theoretically.
And then we got the critical fumble deck for when you roll a 1 on attacks.
So this
and that's
is,
for everyone.
This is every time, right?
Yep.
And so at one point, Jeff got a 20, and so it was like automatic, like double damage, right? So instead of a critical in 5e where you just roll 2 damage dice,
you roll the damage dice like you would on
and
critical,
then
and then
double
do
it.
Double it.
Yeah.
So the reason you got these decks, Dan, is because you know, like any self-respecting man does, you need to spend as much time on the crit as possible, just to make
right.
sure
You gotta keep
that everything
crit.
gets taken care of.
Yeah. If you don't stay on the crit, the
Hey,
player is going to be upset.
Okay.
Is that a euphemism?
This is not going to be interesting for the audience.
I don't know what
But-
that is.
Are we doing critical or success and fail on skill checks, house rules?
I usually do because it's just way more fun
It's
that
just
way.
funnier.
I was reading on RD&D, people were talking about that, and most people, like, everyone's like, every game I play, skill checks have crits.
It's just funny. It's like
Yeah.
if you crit fail on an acrobat's check, you should fall on your face. That's just
How it is.
science.
All right. So you guys wake up in the room to screams.
Ooh, that not
Bryn is pissed. Literally.
Wait. Yeah, here we go. You guys kind of rub your eyes, but the voice is familiar.
Just tell me, just tell me where he is, okay? I don't want to hurt you, I'm telling her, just quiet, just tell me where Frou Frou is, and I don't want him to hurt you, just tell me where it is.
So Elishana has Ingrid Rosewood, the daughter of the tavern owners, with a knife to her neck.
Oh, all right.
And that's what you guys wake up to.
All right.
All right.
Murder hobo.
So continue your...
Just tell me where it is. I don't want him to hurt you.
What?
What's going on?
What? I don't know.
I
was sleeping.
Elishana turns and holds her in front. I just need to know where my Nalfishne is. That's all I want to know. I know. Shush. I'm telling them.
What Nalfish Day?
My stuffed Frou Frou, like my stuffed animal. Everyone saw it. I hold out the knives to you guys. knife, just one knife.
Well,
I just need to know where it is. Where is it?
Just tell her where Binky is, and we can all just move out of here peacefully.
did we see it in the other room? Did she leave it? No, I'm asking Dan.
Roll for investigation.
Yeah. Or history check if you're trying to remember if you saw it.
All right, I guess.
And I'll roll to see where it is, because I didn't know that was my job.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to have to do a little list.
Navia's like looking
rolled
under her
Like you,
fit.
so Navia doesn't even remember that she had an Nalfishne.
What are you talking about?
My stuffed Nalfishne. You've all seen it. Tell me
Hold
where
on,
it is.
hold on,
No?
hold on.
Okay.
I'm rolling a perception check. I want to verify whether or not I actually saw this. Ever. Okay, 10.
Yeah, you saw it.
God damn.
It looks like this.
Camera's up high.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, because I rolled a 1.
Listen, I don't want him to hurt any of you. I just need it. I
Okay,
need it.
so let's have everyone do anyone who wants to kind of look around and see if they see it anywhere, go ahead and do an investigation check.
Can I do it even though I've
Yeah, you don't remember it's there, but you're like, she's talking about it. I better look.
All right, what do I roll for this? I know nothing about nothing.
So
Don't forget.
there's a list of skills on there.
Wait, where's your memory?
And one of them is investigation.
How often does he lose his memory?
I don't even know what
No,
is
he
this.
just lost it when he teleported.
Oh,
He
got
said
it.
a few times that he had like a memento thing going on.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
what
what
That's
it
just
was.
to mislead the people you're talking to, so it's okay to poop in the corner.
I told you yesterday not to do that.
It's
I
also
forgot. I didn't tattoo it on my body. Did everyone fail?
I got an 11.
So they have the same sheet as you, right?
I got a 17.
Okay. So investigation. Do you see your skills on your character sheet, Jay?
Yeah, sure.
And they're alphabetical. So there's one called investigation, and
Yeah.
that's a plus that you roll. You roll your d20 like most of the other rolls, and then just add that to it. Unless you're not gonna roll in that one.
I have a 3.
Yeah,
You definitely don't see anything. Definitely.
Wait, was that your roll or is that your number?
But
No, that was my. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
And then it's a
added
plus.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
But
Yeah. I have morning
Fisnick-
blindness right now.
Fisnick sees a little foot sticking out from underneath Navia's butt. He's still kind of lying on the ground.
I'm standing.
Did you? Okay, well, it's just underneath. You see
Wait,
it under.
are we in the
You
room?
were in bed. Yeah.
Oh,
you were woken by this.
Oh, so this was happening in our room. Then yes, I'm still laying down.
Yeah.
You're like,
So you see a little foot
I'm
sticking
not
out from
getting up for
underneath
nothing.
Navia's haunches.
All right. Let's see how I can screw with her.
Oh God.
Grin, did you want to roll an investigation?
No, I'm fed up with you guys right now.
What, did you roll an investigation?
I got an
Where
11.
did I get into this?
Well, I set it as a 10, so you notice it when you're doing this. You can actually you feel it. You actually feel something under your butt.
Trying to reach for it. Can I reach my own ass?
That's a really good question.
I would
Yeah.
think because it looks like it's like basically all the way down to the hip bones. So that's quite a bit of flexibility.
Okay, so
I
I
would
could in
think.
fact reach my own
I would
ass.
say you can reach your own ass.
Okay.
Is that how you get yourself to
Run faster.
faster?
Yeah, me, yeah.
And now, gentle listeners, we come back from our 20-minute digression into centaur ass.
This is probably going to be a big deal in this podcast. And centaur anatomy. Can she tie her own shoes?
All right.
Alright.
So, what do? You
So
grab it?
I grab it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh, thank you. Yes. Shh. Yes, I found it.
Did
Yes,
you let go of
thank you.
Ingrid?
Yes, I dropped the knife. And then I'm like curled
She
up
runs away crying.
on the ground. Crying.
You are?
Yes.
okay, so we're gotta make sure she's okay because I don't want to get kicked out.
Yeah.
Are you gonna split the party? One to protect Elishana and one to protect Ingrid?
I don't think she needs protecting. Alishana does. Maybe.
So what do you do? What are you doing? What's the plan?
Find her and make sure she's okay, I guess.
That's
I'll
fair.
stay here crying.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you hear her. You go down the hall, and you walk past Ingrid's bedroom, and you can hear her crying in there. You people are crazy! Leave me alone!
Sorry. Oh, dang it. My throat's all dry.
That one's a centaur. She's not a people at all. First of all. Second of all, let us in. We're very gentle, nice, kind people. Hi, I'm also here. I don't know my name.
We just want to make sure
I
you're
heard you're a
okay.
memento guy!
And we're sorry
Yeah,
about her.
I am. You're right. How'd you hear that?
I don't remember!
Can we come in just for a moment? We just want to say, hey, our
You guys
weapons.
are gonna kill me! What if you
No,
already
no.
tried?
all of our maiming and killing weapons we've left back in the room. We've just got.
Yes.
We don't have any weapons.
She opens the door. Her mascara's running.
Oh, baby.
I just want to make sure you're okay, and we're very sorry about our acquaintance.
She's the one who grabbed me last night when you guys came in. What is wrong with her?
We're not quite sure, honestly.
She's insane.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to light the townhouse on fire. I mean,
What? She slams the door.
Oh, jeez.
Locks it.
Well, we tried.
Well, while I was in there, I grabbed some of her money. I just feel like I should point that out. I reached in briefly. Should I give it back, or are we going to get in trouble?
We're gonna need to roll a sleight of hand, Mr. Jason.
All right. Well, to be fair, I'm fine in that regard.
Probably, yeah.
He's well endowed in that one.
ARD, awkward.
Also the name of our podcast.
Educated,
What did you do?
Well,
Oh,
you
God.
can use your deck, Dan.
Oh,
God.
it's only on. So that's only for attacks. It doesn't happen on skill checks.
But you have to say what happened.
Oh yeah, something happened. So
Now, but I mean, that's one. Do I get anything on top of that if it's a one? No.
No.
It's just a one.
we're playing
It's a
crits,
fail.
so it's an utter failure. In fact, you realize that in your attempt to take money from her, right? So you had your coin purse ready, right, to sneak the money in.
Uh-huh.
You realize you actually dropped one of your gold coins in the room.
That's amazing.
Maybe
Now-
she'll forgive us now that she got an extra gold. It just seems like you were tipping her.
Now, is she going to be confused when she sees that eagle that's on that piece of gold
Probably.
Probably.
and a language she can't read and that I can't remember?
Honestly, I mean, in this world, there's probably a lot of coins that have languages that people don't understand on them.
They can melt it down if it's real gold. It's
I guess that's true.
All right, so you guys going back to check on Ilashana?
I'm steadily drinking my water. Some water.
So before we go back in, it's like, so do you think she's gonna be a problem? Because
Hey, Green, are you still in the room, or did you just like leave? Like,
She's packing her crap. She's like, I don't even know if I want to stay.
I'm here for now.
are you in the room with Ilashana right now, or did you leave the room?
Is it the same room as our room?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other two left to go check on
Three.
Ingrid. 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm just in the room.
Okay.
Ignoring me, apparently.
He's like, I got a book to read.
Hmm.
Okay.
so out in the hallway, I'm gonna talk to these two chuckleheads, and like, we can't have this happening if we're in a place, right? I mean, like that.
No, we can't. And I even heard she tried to make Grin pee herself. Yeah. So I feel like we really need to have a talk with her about all the bad things she does
Yeah.
that I've got nothing to do with. Hi. I know we've met, and I hate to keep reintroducing myself.
That's a Mr.
I'm a bit
Meeseeks.
of a memento guy, and I just want to make sure everybody knows I do good things only. I lost a coin. I don't know if anybody else can spot me some later on. I'm gonna get hungry. Anyway, yeah, absolutely. What? Let's do something about her. Yeah, she's
Alright.
bad.
Do you have any input, Fiznik?
I'm back with Grin.
Just walk in the room.
Wandered off.
I draw my wand and just start casting little minor illusions on the wall.
He's done too. The little ones are done.
Little ones. That's offensive.
So apparently, how much patience you have is directly proportionate to your size.
Apparently. All right, so you guys are going in the room,
I guess.
or do you gonna discuss some more about what your plans are?
Well, I don't know how much we can plan. We just got to confront her.
And be like... So yeah, I'm going to go back in the room, and I'm going to go over to Elishana, and I'll be like, you okay?
Yes. I apologize to everyone for my outburst. Sometimes mountains are just so heavy, and the only way to get them to move is to put balloons under them.
Okay, now I'm going to need you to tell me what that means.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, that's my problem. Is this going to be like a...
Do you want to roll maybe a history real quick?
God, yeah, because that works so well for me. 6.
Okay, so this means
No.
nothing to you.
Nope.
What about you, Memento guy? Let's roll
What
a
am I doing?
Worked so
A history?
well. Yes, give me that gold.
What the fuck am I rolling for what
History?
now?
Hi,
I'll tell you
I
if
don't-
it depends on if you succeed. I'll tell you if you know.
All right, fine.
hi, boo.
10.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys have no idea what's going on. Are you listening, Grin and Fizz?
This is a small room.
I don't
if you want
think
to
so.
roll a
Centaur.
if you want to roll histories too.
All right, I'll roll a history.
It's just not that invested.
What is my history check?
She's murdering
History.
a mouse under the table.
Let me go with that
15? 14.
one. Okay. And what about you, Grin? You trying, or you don't even give a crap?
Oh, I probably don't give a crap, but I also roll a 6, so.
Okay. All right. Well, continue.
Are we ready to go on this adventure?
I just want to make sure that we're square and that you're not going to be attacking random, like, people anymore, because that could get us in a lot of trouble.
Random is as random does.
Okay, she keeps saying stuff like it means stuff.
I'm gonna start
Somebody needs to
packing
talk to
my
her about
stuff.
Are you whistling?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
My bad whistling.
Okay, so we're going to infiltrate a thing, I guess.
All right. So as you're heading downstairs and you head over to the door, you realize there's a man standing in front of the exit door. It's Aiton, the big man that helped lift all the animals,
Ooh.
or people, I should say,
And the centaur.
and the centaur into
Oh,
the wagon.
So I have no idea who he is because I was unconscious.
Yes.
Well, you've
Brandon-
seen him around because you've been
Oh,
at the
okay.
tavern a little bit.
Okay,
right?
so he's
And
a
he
guy I've
touched your
seen.
But the only one who's ever actually talked to him is
I
Grin.
don't know he touched my butt.
Investigate.
Investigate his hands to see if they look familiar. I
Nope.
rolled an 8.
They don't look familiar. Like, I heard there was a ruckus. What happened?
Elishana goes up.
You can see that he's holding his scythe.
I'm sorry, dear sir. It was a misunderstanding, and it was my fault, and I take full responsibility. I'm sorry if I scared your daughter.
Won't happen again.
Of course not.
Are you-
Your hospitality means the world to us.
Right.
In fact, it means so much to us that I left a tip in your daughter's room.
Excuse me, sir.
At least it wasn't. I
Okay.
left a tip in your daughter.
Fair. There's a coin that bears my mark. The mark of the eagle, I guess. All right, I'm gonna stop.
He
I'm gonna go see if the corner is vacant.
he opens the door and leaves.
Right.
The banana believed everything we said. And then I go outside.
Okay.
She is going to get us into some serious trouble.
Thank you for listening to episode 7 of the Of Dice and Dens podcast. That's an interesting opening. Ari asked me to do that. She wants to explore her character more and the split personality piece and all that jazz, and I think that came out pretty well, all things considered. I do have an announcement. Due to my having a real job, I have found that releasing this on a weekly schedule is a little difficult for me. I want to maintain the level of quality that I'm giving you. I want to make sure that, I have these middle discussion parts and the last time ons at the beginning, and it actually takes a lot of work to do that. So I'm going to move to an every other week schedule, just to give myself enough time to make sure I continue providing quality podcasts to you guys. I hope no one gets too mad at me about that. This is a reminder that this is a module called Fog Over Blackpool that I bought off DM's Guild. It's written by Seth Tomlinson. So if you're listening, you said you might listen to some of this. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. I'm sure you never expected it to go the way that it did here. You can get links to that and links to things like the cards I'm using in this game that I discussed and pretty much all the tools that I'm using on a resources page on odndpodcast.com. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter at odndpod. I've actually posted a lot of stuff on there. It's kind of fun to share some of the D&D stuff that I find around the world on there. Same with Facebook at ODND Podcast. I try to keep that kind of active too. And then you can email us at odndpod@gmail.com. If you have anything you want to say or tell me about or just discuss, feel free, email me. Maybe we'll read it on this little middle bit. You can visit our podcast network at stolendress.com. There's other podcasts you can find there. Comedy on Vinyl, Dispatches from Fort Awesome, What's With You, Scooby-Doo, the Dan Jay's Comedy Hour podcast. Jay and I just recorded an introductory episode for a podcast for the new Star Trek show, Picard. So a lot going on there. And again, the music is by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com and was licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. Now, back to the action. All right, so
You get the lizard.
you drink the lizard.
No.
Do you guys want to hit up, get provisions at the general store or anything before you go?
Are we getting horses or...
It's offensive.
Because what's his name has a lizard, and Navia is
a horse.
Is mounted, and
I have 6 appendages, therefore I am an insect.
that's awesome.
By definition.
Your carapace is lovely, my dear.
There you go.
So, what's your plan of leaving town? You gotta go anywhere first?
Go
you
get horses. Is there a place
How
to get
far is
horses?
the thing?
There's a stable.
Okay, let's go to the stable.
Is the place far?
Yeah.
It's by the entranceway over there.
Can we afford stables? I mean, horses?
No, the place we're going.
Oh, it's like a day's ride, half a day's ride at minimum. Probably a day's walk, half a day's ride.
Okay.
You'll just want to be tiring for you guys to have to slow down for us. How much is it to rent a horse? We're at least a gold down.
At least 1 gold down.
Yeah. Don't get the optional horse insurance. It doesn't actually cover anything. It's worthless.
Let me look up how much a horse costs. A riding horse is 75 gold.
Is that to
A
buy?
pony is 30 gold.
To buy?
Yeah.
To rent?
You could ask if you can rent or borrow.
Can
I
we
mean, you've
borrow?
gotten a lot of free shit so far.
That's true. We're going to try and get rid of this foggy stuff.
Creepy ass
Yeah,
stab
he's-
fog.
It's still there, too, and it's still creepy.
And I'm the crazy one.
There's still swords coming at you.
Well, okay, so who's at the stables?
So you're going over to the stables?
But we need 3 mounts?
Yeah.
Hold on, I think you guys might have to fight something.
Shoot, that's the first time.
I know. I've rolled so much.
You really have.
So as you guys are walking, of course, when you leave the place, it's very, the fog is thickest over by the meeting house, which is actually right next to the tavern, so it's actually still pretty thick over here. So you can't see super far ahead of you. And then out of the darkness come...
Magic missile.
4 bats.
Oh no!
Big bats? Dire bats?
4 swarms of bats.
Oh.
4
Ugh.
swarms
I
of
was going to say,
bats.
4 bats, that's nothing.
So...
I don't know, bats are really...
Bubbles!
Bats carry rabies.
Pop the bubbles!
Okay.
Oh crap, I grabbed the wrong thing. Shit.
Roll for initiative.
Yes, let's roll for initiative while I go find my swarm of bats, because apparently... Oh wait, maybe here?
Why do I have 0 initiative? This is bull.
God damn it. I didn't get the swarm of bats.
Wow.
Fuck. I didn't get it.
Alright. That works, I guess.
So I'm going to roll individual for them because I felt like having all of the wolves attack you at the same time is a bit much.
That sucks.
I mean, that's how most people do it,
Yeah, but it sucks.
it wasn't fun for me either. I like how when they're between you because then they can really fuck
Hot.
you up. Or get fucked.
Centaur
Oh
sandwich.
my god. Oh my god.
Good or bad? Good or bat?
I rolled 2 nat 1s on their initiative.
Oh.
Alright, so 1 swarm of the bats, one section of it, a quarter of the bats, I guess. Well, what's your marching order? Like, what order were you guys walking in? Who's in front, middle, back, or how are you standing?
I'm in the
'cause we're
middle.
Walking across town, right?
I was
Yeah.
like walking like a monkey. So my legs are wide apart, but my hands are dangling down. Is that how monkeys walk? I
So
don't
yes, they do now.
I'd probably be walking in the back.
Okay.
You'll just like bringing up the rear.
a
big one.
Sorry, that was probably loud for my editing too.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, what order? So we got
Fuck.
back front. We have Ilishana near the back. Is that what you said? Or
I'm in the
Nadia?
middle. Nadia's in
Yeah,
the
I'll
back.
be in the back.
Okay. Ilishana.
We're just in town, and
What's your
nothing
name? Where do you think you're probably standing, walking?
I'm
He's
sitting on my
swaggering.
lizard. I'm hanging out on my lizard, and
Well, the lizard's at the stables,
We
which is
haven't
where
got
you're
to
going.
the stat
Damn it!
tables.
All right then.
He's swaggering.
I am swaggering far, far in the back.
Do you have
Okay.
holster? Or what is it called? The hip holsters.
Yeah, for his
Belt?
hand crossbows.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And a bandolier of mini crossbow bolts.
Mini crossbows.
Crossbows.
So about where would Grin be standing?
Are we all in the back so far? 'Cause
guess.
that's
We got 1 in the middle and 2 in the back.
yeah.
Okay, I'm in the front.
Because I'm a thief. I'm always like
Slinky.
She's
way
hiding.
I would say that
possibly not even walking with everybody.
Then
in the
maybe
Yeah.
I'm up front because mathematically I have to be. So hi,
You've had enough treats today.
I got weapons. I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, and
we'll put you up front next
Go
to kind of near
play, yeah.
Shaylashana.
Go
It's just
play.
got to be approximate.
Mhm.
Grin, I'll put you like off to the side a little bit, near
Well,
the
like-
back.
my logic.
And Fiznik, you're probably like trying not to get murdered, so you're probably in the middle of the clump.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
Okay.
But here's what I'm thinking, like, it's the town, it's the daytime. Yes, there's creepy ass fog, but like we were walking around it all day yesterday and nothing weird happened. Why would we expect something
No,
weird?
I
to
know.
happen
No,
That's
no.
like.
So
So this is definitely a suboptimal.
right,
layout
so I
for
was
you
like,
guys.
I guess I just don't see why we would be on alert.
No.
walking
You're not.
around,
You are
so.
now.
We're not.
And with that being said, a bunch of bats fly into what's his name's face,
Blah, what the?
and then
Now you're just mocking the bats.
Blah.
Blah blah.
and they
That
They
is-
want to suck my blood.
That is a rude stereotype.
you can tell that they're trying to, sink their teeth into you or grab you, but it just didn't happen.
Aw, babies.
And with that, it is your turn, Jay. Or what's your name?
What's your name?
Uh huh.
So there's lots of bats around you.
Uh-huh.
I would say the ones that just flew past you are just like right behind you, so they're kind of on top of Fiznik. Swarms can actually take the same space as another creature, so I would say they're probably in Fiznik's area, like around him.
Get out of his area.
And then the other 3 swarms of bats, they were all coming together, so the other 3 are still about 10 feet away in front of you guys.
Cocky bats.
And what am I to do now?
Attack!
They're trying to kill you.
Do you want to hide?
Yeah, all right.
Was it?
I want to kill him so I can feed my fucking lizard later.
That's a fair idea.
That sounded filthy.
I'm gonna kill him and feed my lizard.
Well, if you drain the lizard.
Fair.
So he's gonna sound?
Yeah.
Mm.
With the bats. They do use sonar.
Jay, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the Dangerous Comedy Hour podcast.
No.
But you should listen to it. Link provided here.
Absolutely.
Alright.
All right, what do I need to do then?
You could
Roll.
cast a spell, or you could shoot your arrow.
I don't know that any of my spells are of any use over a bunch of fucking bats.
Bats.
Well.
Things like Vicious Mockery still affect them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have anything that makes it hard for them to hear, it would probably be beneficial because they use echolocation.
Really?
Mm-hmm. See, I can't charm animals. I can charm humans with this.
Yep, there's a charm animals is actually a separate spell.
Ooh, what are bats really afraid of? If they saw one, they'd run away. Guys, suggestions.
Kitty cat?
Eagles.
That's
Owl.
fair.
Prey birds would probably eat
Yeah.
them.
All right.
Owl's a good one.
Can I cast disguise self and be a giant fucking owl?
Ow, ow.
I just picture him as looking like a mascot.
I think it has to be a humanoid.
Ah, it doesn't say that.
Okay.
Well, let me
Ask
validate.
him,
I'll
I was
validate.
gonna say, as a mascot owl, like a guy in an owl costume.
I will validate that because I've never had a bard, so I've not had to deal with any of these spells.
I've never had a bard. He's only had chickens, frogs, fish.
You can seem 1
Cats,
foot
dogs,
shorter or
4-year-olds.
taller. You can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. So, owl bear.
There you go.
That's a creature
Sure.
in the D&D world. That's a got legs and arms, and it's got the head of an owl and the body of a bear.
So
All right, it's worth a
change your
shot.
head.
What?
Just change your head.
All right, let's try it.
All right.
We gotta roll.
Right? Nope. It's a.
Not
He doesn't have to roll anything. He
What?
just does
Oh.
it.
It's a
Oh,
DC
sweet.
check.
The
Good thing too.
creatures, the creatures have to do a check against him to see through his disguise.
I see.
Kiki.
All right. So
Stop, Keeks.
that's an action. All right, moving on. Now,
Wait,
if
did
not-
that work?
I haven't gotten to them yet.
Oh.
Navia's turn.
Wait.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Oh, so his action is just changing the spot.
Right, and then on their turn, I will roll at the top of their turn to see if they can
I see.
discern anything.
I don't have any sort of shield attack, so I'm just gonna swing my sword at the nearest. Do I have to move? I have to move probably to get to a. It whatever.
No, because there's a clump of them in the general area of Fiznik who is right next to you,
Okay,
diagonally.
so if I were to swing my sword at them, do I take a penalty because of Fiznik?
No,
Okay.
but you might take a penalty because it's a swarm.
Right. That's. I mean, that's fair because.
She doesn't want to kill her new gnome friend.
No, that's true.
He is 3 feet. You are like 10 feet.
11.
11.
Probably not gonna hit with slashing damage into a cloud of bats.
No, you swing at the bats and just somehow you manage to miss every single one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And with that, it is now Fiznik's turn. You are surrounded by bats. There
All
are bats
right.
up in the distance.
14
14
to hit.
hits.
To hit. All right. So I have much better flourish than what's his name. I reach across to my thigh sheath, pull out my wand, and blast one right in the face. With...
Wait, you pulled out your wand and blasted it in the face.
Yeah. Arcane
What?
focus.
Ari, are you okay?
I'm fine. What?
All you're talking about is wands and sheaths.
Yeah,
and...
I'm the one.
I don't get
All
it.
right.
I've been practicing this motif
So
all
which
week.
which spell is it?
His
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. What damage?
6.
6?
Yep.
Heck yeah. Did he get it?
He hit it already.
Yay!
Yes, he did hit it. Da-da-da-da. So you see a handful of bats just kind of disappear
Ooh.
and disintegrate
Ooh.
because the electricity of his Eldritch Blast just goes the
Ugh.
green power of it.
That's actually
A little bit of it kind of like splats on your face, Viznik, but I have a feeling that's not a problem.
Yes. It's like, yeah, it's green. It's a green energy. I'm basically casting Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and that way is Ilashana.
Sacred flame.
Okay, so you have the 3 batches of them ahead of you, and then the one behind you around Viznik.
Okay, the front.
So,
Attacking them.
okay, which there's 3 clumps.
Whatever.
Left, middle, right. Just pick one just so I can track it better.
Which I have a 60-foot range.
Right, you can hit any of the bats. So the
Okay.
question is just which ones do you
The
want to hit?
closest.
Well, the 3 ahead of you are
Then
actually
left.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus.
I asked for that.
It's a DC check. Or
Oh, well, it is. Okay.
So she just
It's
does
a
it.
what am I rolling?
Wait, it says to hit. It says DC 12.
I think that's
I think you're trying to dodge it, right?
I think so.
Dex.
yeah. It's a dex save. It says on the description. Yeah, they managed to kind of part out of the way, and it just shoots on through into the mist.
Shoot. Rude.
And it is Grin's turn. Ms. Goodpots, you are off to the side. That puts you probably about 15 feet away from both sets. From the closest set of bats up ahead of Elishana and the bats around Fiznik.
Okay. Can I hide behind anything?
Can I see the map real quick? So you left the thing. I would say you could be near the well. So
Okay.
you could hide behind the well.
Do you want me to roll for stealth?
Yeah.
Oh,
26.
Jesus.
Shit, even with their advantage, that probably won't.
She went.
All right.
She went invisible, but she's still loud.
Yeah, none of them come even close to being able.
Oh, okay.
There's no way I could actually roll and do that. Actually, look at this. There's no way they could succeed.
All she has to do is
Sweet.
tiptoe. As long as they
They got
can't
it
hear
at
her,
20.
they can't see her.
No, the 26. Like, there's nothing I literally could roll that would succeed at beating.
That's what I mean. She's
Yeah.
quiet.
You are as quiet, even quieter than a mouse because they eat mice.
Yeah, they do.
So.
Mice aren't that quiet, really.
Not really, if you think about it.
Oh, good. I rolled an 18, which is plus dexterity, I think. So 22.
Okay, and which group of bats is you attacking?
Wait, are there any that are already hit or?
Yeah, the ones
Not
around
yet.
Viznik are.
Okay. I guess I'll hit one of the ones that isn't hit already. Since I rolled good.
All right. So you can hit any of them from your distance. So left, middle, right of the front ones.
Okay.
Just pick one.
It's the middle one.
Okay.
13?
I thought you already rolled damage.
No, she
No.
rolled. That was.
No, I
her-
rolled stealth and then I rolled the hit.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you did hit.
she did hit.
Okay.
twice.
Oh, this is your
Okay.
damage. Got it. Okay, I missed a step. Missed a step. Got it. I lost track of time.
You're
Okay.
doing
Does
great.
DM
Thank you.
stand for dumb moron?
Yeah.
Oh.
Idiot.
So it's 13 damages.
Dang, girl.
D&D stands for doofuses and dillies.
So it looks like you took out about the same amount of bats as Fiznik did.
Ooh. 5.
Yeah. A baker's hand. That's what they call it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so the right hand thing of bats. I'm gonna roll. I can't roll perception. It's not gonna. Doesn't matter, Dan. So they're gonna come after Elishana. So they're
Because I'm squishy.
and you tried to attack them.
Hey, everyone did.
Some of them attack the ones around Fiznik. So they're gonna fly at you and try to bite you. That's a where is it? A 13 to hit.
13 armor? AC?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so they go ding 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 against your armor. Some of them kind of grab on, but it doesn't do anything.
And I pet them.
Okay, well then I'm gonna roll another
And then
attack.
you get rabies.
Okay, the second set of batses are gonna come after Elishana as well. But on the other side, so some of them are here, now there's some over here on your left. And also do nothing to you.
It's
And-
such a cute sound when they hit my armor.
And the last set are right in the face of what's his name?
What's his face?
What's his ass?
What's his face?
And that's going to be a 16 against your AC. Oh, I forgot I have a sheet for that. Oh yeah, that hits.
Mm.
What did I lost all my d4s. Here's one. I must have put some in my bag or something. From that one. So that's 4 damages. 4 piercing damage on what's your name. And then that puts us back at the top of the order, which is the other bats that are inside Fiznik.
Yep.
And they're going to try to get inside Fiznik.
Ooh.
I rolled a 2 on that one.
Yeah, that misses.
Yep. None of them fly up your butt. And now it is, what's his name's turn?
Unfortunately for me, I have a much bigger butt target.
So you got bats right up in your face right now.
Mm.
So so if you do try to use your crossbow again, you'll be at disadvantage, which means you roll 2 d20s and take the lower number. Or if you switch to use one of your spells that can be cast like by touch or like short distances, or one of your other weapons that aren't ranged. And then you got El Kabong.
Oh, right, yeah. You know what? Let's give that a shot.
Just don't nat one it.
All right. Let's see what happens.
20. Yeah, 20.
Nah, 20, nah.
7.
7 on the die? Or 7
Yeah.
with you? And
7
then,
on the die.
And then do you have a plus anything?
Probably. Where am I looking?
on the PDF sheet, since you didn't have the other one, there's a weapons area, and just look at El Kabong and it'll say plus something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There.
Plus
it
0.
is.
Yeah.
Plus 0. Fun.
Aw, boo.
Yeah. Plus 0. So, yeah, you whiff it through. You might have tapped a couple of them, but you definitely didn't hurt any of them.
Aw,
Mm.
darn.
But you tried.
And that's what matters.
That's what matters.
Sure.
Do you have bardic inspiration yet? As one of your-
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Is that an action or is that a bonus?
Good question.
Because if it's a bonus, you can do that too.
I don't know. It's just under limited features, and I don't know what that
Let
means.
me check real quick for you, because that's a good thing to know. Because you can add a d6 to someone else's roll for that. You can do so as a bonus action on your turn
Yeah.
to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you who can hear you. That creature gains 1 bardic inspiration die, a d6. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. How often do you think? So you can use that feature equal to your charisma modifier, which is... Charisma? Where are you? It's +3. So you can use that 3 times before you have to take a long rest to reset it.
Okay.
So if you wanted to give anyone a bonus, you could. You're just singing them a quick feel better song.
Would they have to use that, like, so, say I was going to use it,
In the
like, if I had
encounter?
one and used it, would I have to, like, declare it before I rolled my d20, or could I roll my d20, fuck it up, and then be like, well, I'm going to add the d6?
The creature can wait until it rolls a d20 before deciding to use Bardic Inspiration die.
Nice.
But must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Oh.
So you roll like a 10 and it's
15.
iffy.
Yeah.
So did you want to give anyone Bardic Inspiration, Jay, or you want to hold on?
Sure. Is anybody fucking up big time? I need to help them
So
out.
far, Ailashana has been doing a terrible job.
Okay. So do I roll a d6?
No,
Nope. What you do is
I don't-
just
I don't roll
declare
anything.
that you give her it.
Oh, okay. I declare that I give her it.
Declare.
All right. So now you have Bardic Inspiration.
I do?
Yeah, but it's not your turn, so.
All right, Navia.
I'm just
So-
swinging my sword like
So there's still bats around Fiznik.
freaking bats.
How?
22.
Yeah, that does her.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. Let's see. I've never hit anything with this character, so let's see what I actually do when I hit. I might have hit a wolf that first time, but
I think you did. I think you hit one.
1d8 plus
Those
4
guys are rough.
slashing.
The Bardic Inspiration is 1d6.
7 slashing.
Ooh,
7.
nice.
So you slash at him. And this one's by Fiznik. And you took out one of the bats.
Woo!
You can tell that because it's a spread out swarm, your attacks don't probably do the same amount of damage that they would do, say, to a single creature.
Yeah, I figured.
And that makes
annoying.
it Fiznik's turn.
All right.
Nick, it's your birthday.
A little twirl of the wand here, and break out your deck.
Uh-huh. Is it a crit
Nat.
hit?
Nat 20.
Woo!
Okay, critical hit deck for players.
This is the virgin
So-
cherry popping.
So this has different levels of crit, so it can go all the way up to deadly. They don't recommend that for low-level characters. So I will pull those out, and you are currently at the setback level of these cards.
Wait,
There you go.
but it's not a player that was hit.
No, it's
No,
still,
this is
it's-
4
it's-
play's, and the other one's for the GM.
Oh, I see.
It's who uses the cards.
Got it.
If we were all sitting around the table, it would just be a deck in front of you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle it a little bit because we did use it on our bonus adventure. And I do want to... Okay, but I'm going to lay it in front of these guys so they can draw them at least. I'm not drawing them.
And what kind of attack was it?
It was magic attack force.
All right, bombardment. You do double damage.
Ooh.
So roll your crit and then double it.
All right. Let's see. So it's a D10.
So you
So
roll 2d10, add your modifier, double it.
yeah.
Dang.
All right. 2D10 is 12, so 24 damage.
So that whole cloud of bats just kind of disappears in front of you. You just like you're casting
a-
a spell. It feels a little different. It feels almost like instead of being like a
Just
bolt,
keep running across the room.
it's actually like almost like a field of just this energy just shoots out and just wipes out all of the enemies in its path and wipes out that
spray
entire
blood.
swarm of bats. Not even ashes left.
That's how we do, yo. That is how we do.
Well, it finally happened. They got a random encounter. And though Fiznik burned out one, will the rest of them survive? Find out next time on Of Dice and Dens, a D&D podcast.